Hello, everyone. It's Mary Weber, Travel Guru Girl. And today I wanted to give you a little bit of in-service on and information on our Travel Girls on the Go trip to Croatia next September 25th to October 8th of 2025. I know it seems like it's a long ways away, but I can tell you that Europe is busy all the time and that popular destinations sell out very quickly. September and into October is still a very, very popular time period to go anywhere in Europe. And certainly, Croatia is one of the top destinations that people want to see. So, the reason why we chose a tour versus a cruise is because it will allow you to see much more than you would ever see on a cruise. During a cruise, an ocean cruise, you would be sailing along the coastline, but you may only stop in one or two or maybe even three of the destinations along the coastline. Uh, Often it's not in the community, and you would have to then take a bus or whatever to get to your destination. You would spend a short amount of time in that destination, and then you have to go back to the ship. So, in order to really absorb this destination, we have chosen a tour, and it's with Colette Vacations. And I really, really like this particular tour because it is giving us really 2 days, 2 nights in most destination except for one, and 3 nights in Dubrovnik. So we'll really have an opportunity to really absorb it. One day, that usually on the first day, you'll have a tour, and second day, it looks like you might have free time to explore on your own. So it's the best of both worlds. People say, yes, I want to see the must-sees, but I wish I had some free time. And this tour does allow for that. So I'm going to launch my PowerPoint and get it up here and see where we are. Slideshow from the current slide. Okay, so here we are. And I will have to read some of this material because I've gotten this PowerPoint from our supplier. And of course, I'm not as familiar with all of the things that they've inserted on here. And I'm basically following the piece of material brochure that you would get if you asked me for more information on this tour. But you're going to see the pictures that go along with this, and I think that's really great. So here we are. This is a map of the tour that we're doing. You will land in Zagreb, but you will go to Ljubljana first of all. So that's right here in Slovenia. And 2 nights there, 2 nights in Opacha, 2 nights in Split, 3 nights in Dubrovnik, and then fly over to Zagreb, and you have the remainder 2 nights in Zagreb. So then I'll proceed on with the trip. So this is a picture of Ljubljana. So on September the 26th, when you arrive, you'll arrive in Zagreb, and then you'll be taken immediately to Ljubljana. And later that evening, you will meet the rest of the travelers on this tour. Uh, we have 12 seats saved for our group, but we are a group within that group. So even though it's a group, it's not a private group, we are within a bigger inclusive group. So again, you'll have dinner with your fellow travel mates tonight. This is an example of what you might see at your meals. I would consider the food to be hearty and comfort food, so I think you'll really enjoy it. More pictures of Ljubljana. So on September the 27th, you will meet with the local expert, and they will take you around the city for kind of an orientation tour. You'll be on the banks of the Ljubljana River. The city is dotted with parks and bridges and sidewalk cafes and a lively market. You'll see the City Hall, the university, and the many bridges that the city is known for, including the Dragon Bridge, which is its symbol of the city. that represents courage and power. So enjoy some free time for lunch. And then in the early afternoon, we'll travel towards Lake Bled and go to Bled Island in a traditional wooden boat. So I'll just show you a few more pictures of this. And this is the City Hall, Ljubljana, of course. One of the many bridges that they have there, and this is so scenic. And more streets, and of course, very similar to many streets throughout Europe. And this is the wooden boat that I was talking about that takes you to on Lake Bled over to Bled Island. And as you can see, this is just jaw-dropping beauty in these Alps. Okay, so after that, you return back to Ljubljana. Day 4, which is September the 28th, you will be going to Novo Mesto in Opaja, Croatia. So you get to know a little bit more about Slovenia when you visit this little town. It's on the Krik River and landscapes of gentle hills. You'll be able to view this town from a unique perspective, as you can see the city below or town below. And then later on, you'll take a walking tour of this beautiful, beautiful city. So then you'll enjoy some free time and lunch on your own. And then you'll continue on to Opacha, which is known as the Croatian Riviera. And it was the hotspot for the Caesars and the Habsburg monarchs for their getaways in the summer. And again, you can see how scenic all of these places are, beautiful, visually, very, very spectacular. Okay, you will, on this same day, you'll still have a brief walking tour just to get you orientated, and you'll have the evening at leisure. And on Monday, September the 29th, the morning will be at leisure, and then you'll spend the afternoon exploring the peninsula. You'll visit a local distillery where they show you how they use their regional plants and fruits to make their liquor. And you'll be able to sample some farm-to-table dinner as well at a local restaurant in the area. So again, you just see how scenic this is. There is the distillery. There's the Hilltop Village. And then the following day, on September the 30th, which is a Tuesday, you'll be going to the Plivice Lakes. So this is one of the oldest and largest and most beautiful national parks in Croatia. Stunning scenery, as you can see, dense forests, lakes, waterfalls, just free-flowing cascades from one lake to another. So I think you will certainly be charmed and overtaken with the beauty in this area. And here you go. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, and once you've had a taste of that, you will be going on a short cruise that takes you through the heart of the wonder. And tonight you'll stay in a hotel in a small village near the park and have dinner there. From the landscapes of Plivice, you'll move on to Split into a small traditional village. And I had just shown you a picture of the prosciuttos that they're famous for in the area. So they show you how they make this, and then you'll be able to sample some of these treats as well with at a little light lunch. When you arrive at Split, it's a beautiful seaside city full of Roman ruins and natural splendors. In the afternoon, you'll have a tour of the Diocletian's Palace and one of the most significant historical monuments built by Emperor Diocletian from the 4th century. And that's Diocletian's Palace. And you'll also see the Cathedral of St. Dominus, Temple of Jupiter. And this evening, you'll have dinner on your own. You can choose a restaurant in the area. The tour guides on these trips know all of the great little spots where you can go and have local dinner. So be sure to take that in. and more scenes of the streets in Split. And obviously this is more in the summertime because people are more in shorts, but you're going to be there in September. The weather will be fabulous. Okay, on Thursday, October the 2nd, you're still in Split. You can relax and explore on your own, which is really, really great. I love that you've had an overview of the place, and then you have time that day to explore on your own. Or there is one optional tour offered that day, so you could take that in. It's to go to a place called Tregur, and it's a coastal gem known for its picturesque architecture, medieval walls and towering cathedrals. But if you don't want to do that, you just hang out there and you'll have a wonderful time. This tonight, on this evening, you'll have a lovely dinner in Split. So again, you can see the Split coastline, having a meal. And then this is the optional tour that I was talking about in Tregur. Again, the Adriatic coast. Following day, Friday, October the 3rd, you will see the stunning sea views on the winding coastal roads. You will stop in a quaint village in the countryside where a local family will host you, and they will talk. They'll have you have a lunch of local ingredients, and then they'll play music on this lyrica. Now, I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but you can see a picture of it here. And then you'll continue on to Dubrovnik. So here it is. Here's the stunning Dubrovnik. I can't say enough about this place. Some of the scenes during Game of Thrones, if you're a fan, were in this general area as well. More of Dubrovnik. So on day 10, October the 4th, you will have a local guide take you on a tour of the area. You'll visit the Franciscan monastery. It also is where the oldest pharmacy in Europe is located. And then you'll see many other historical sites in the area. And then you'll have a choice in the afternoon. So again, this is a view of the Franciscan monastery. And this is the choices in the afternoon. So you can choose either the cable car, which will take you way up high and you'll be able to see the overview, or you can walk the Dubrovnik city walls. So if you have a little bit of trouble walking, you probably don't want to take the city walls exploration. You could take part of it if you wanted, just to get an idea. But otherwise, you might want to take the cable car. Another overview from the cable car, and then a little bit of an example of the city walls exploration. I was able to walk the city walls a number of years back, and it's really well worth it if you want to see looking down. It's just a lovely, lovely exploration. And then on Sunday, October the 5th, you can have a relaxing day exploring on your own, or you can take an optional tour. So again, the ability to be able to take the day off and explore on your own is there. Or if you really want, you can take this next tour of a breathtaking old town. It's Kauna Valley region where you'll be welcomed by a family-owned vineyard to learn about their wines. And then you'll have a lunch that prepares culturally rich recipes and foods in a traditional way. Okay, then on Monday, October the 6th, you would leave Dubrovnik and you would go on into this little town of Kaftat, and it's a coastal town. After a short tour with to see the highlights, then you will grab coffee or a lunch, and then you're going to be on the way to the airport. That's going to fly you a short trip over to Zagreb to complete your journey. So in the late afternoon, you'll have a tour of the Zagreb capital. You'll see where it's the intersection of Eastern and Central Europe for more than 1,000 years. So you'll have a short ride on one of the most beautiful funiculars in Europe. So there you go. You can see the overview of Zagreb. Again, another view. some more. So day 13, which is almost the end of your trip, Tuesday, October the 7th, you have the day to explore. You can explore the old medieval settlements, stroll many squares, or go to the market, or perhaps you'll take the optional tour. So there is one, this is your last day. There is an optional tour offered if you want to take it. If you don't, you can sit and enjoy the city of Zagreb. And that evening, your last evening, you'll meet with the rest of the group and you'll have your last dinner at a local restaurant. So I hope you'll join us. I'm going to just stop sharing this particular screen and you're back to me. So this is a wonderful, wonderful trip to take. We need to see your deposits as soon as possible because we want to get our 12 people on this trip. And the deposits are refundable until I think it's about March 25th. So if you want more information or if you want to do a deposit, my phone number is 587 410-3765, or you can email me for more information, mweber, that's M as in Mary, Webber, at T as in Tom, P as in Paul, I as in India.ca. And I'd be glad to send you more information and get you signed up if you wish. So thanks very much. I hope you'll join us on this wonderful trip, and I'll be back online again soon.